guys, we are officially moved into our new apartment. We're not completely moved in as far as our furniture and stuff, so I don't have a nice cute background for you. This is what it's gonna be. I have my daughter's little jumper thing, whatever, in the background. Anyways, I'm super excited about today's video. I'm doing a sit down video telling my birth story, as you can tell from the title. I have been wanting to do this for so long. I actually filmed a video of me telling my birth story like 2 months ago maybe, and I didn't like the way it turned out, so I never uploaded it. So today I'm gonna do that. So let's get right into it. There's just so much. Okay, it's been 7 months since I gave birth. There's probably so many details that I'm not gonna give and a lot that I forget, but I'm gonna try to tell you guys as much as I can remember. I probably should have done this earlier when it was fresh in my mind, but whatever. My due date was June 22nd, 2018. I did not go into labor until June 28th. So I actually had my daughter, Cherith, on the 29th, but I started going into labor on the 28th. Thursday morning, I woke up and I was experiencing Braxton Hicks that whole week. And so that morning, around 9 o'clock, I want to say, Caleb went to work and my Braxton Hicks started to get stronger. And I thought, okay, these might be contractions, because they weren't the same feeling. They were actually, I don't want to say painful, but they kind of hurt. They're more noticeable, whatever. So he went to work. I just went about my day. I decided, and I heard so many people say, once you start feeling contractions, don't freak out, don't get all worked up, because usually that slows down the labor. But instead to just go about your day normal, act like nothing's happening, I guess. So my friend Becca, she flew down to be with me for the birth, and she's gonna be my doula. She's a doula in training. We just decided, let's just stay busy today, do whatever we normally were gonna do, planning to do. My mother-in-law and my sister-in-law and I were gonna go get pedicures and manicures. And so we did that. That was around 2 o'clock maybe. As I'm saying this, I'm actually like remembering stuff, because before, when I was writing down notes, I didn't remember any times. So it was around 2 o'clock. As I was getting my pedicure, my contractions got so, I could definitely feel they were getting stronger. Now it was like, oh my word. Each time a contraction came, I was like, this hurts. This actually hurts. Not super painful, but it hurts. And I still hadn't told Caleb. That was another thing. I didn't want to tell anyone, not even Caleb, because I didn't want him to come home for no reason. I knew that it was gonna be a while. And typically with your first baby, your labor is long. After my pedicure, we went out to lunch. My contractions were maybe like 10, I don't know if they were 10 minutes, more like 15 minutes apart, which is pretty far apart, but they started to get to be around like 10. And then we had just a late lunch. I literally stuffed my face because I thought, if this is my last meal, I'm gonna eat as much as I can. I didn't know how my appetite was gonna be as I progressed with my labor. After that, we went home, and around 7 p.m., Caleb came home. When he got home, they actually started to get much stronger and closer together. And I also heard from so many people that you need to sleep while you can. I got into bed pretty early. I was planning to go to sleep and sleep as much as I could. And it's really hard. Oh my goodness. It is hard when you know you're in labor, that to just relax and act like you're not is just the hardest thing. And to sleep, because you're thinking to yourself, I'm gonna see my child soon. Like, it could be just a couple hours. It could be, for me it wasn't a couple hours, but it's just crazy. Like, we're at the end. I'm gonna have my baby. Super exciting. So I didn't really sleep that much. We started timing my contractions, and at this point they were 5-7 minutes apart, kind of switching back and forth, and definitely stronger around maybe 3:30. I said, okay, we need to call Elizabeth. These contractions are getting way more painful. I don't know, I guess I just felt like I could be close, you know. I wanted to labor as much at home, but I didn't know what labor felt like. So to me, this was super painful. So I'm like, I gotta be like 8 centimeters right now. Called my midwife. She said, sounds good, you should make your way up. So it's north of us, so we packed everything up. I had all my stuff pretty much packed, but not in the car. So we put everything in the car, got in the car, drove there, got there around 4:30-ish. She checked me when I got there, and I was 5 centimeters. Let me look at my notes to make sure. Yeah, I was 5 centimeters dilated, which I was actually happy about. I was kind of scared she was gonna say, oh, 2 centimeters, and I'm like, what? I labored for how many hours? And 2 centimeters? So I was happy with that number. So this was around maybe like 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. I called my mom and my sisters and my mother-in-law, and my mom and dad live three hours away from us. So I called them because I didn't want them to miss anything. Told them to leave their house, and so after that I kind of just hung out. It sounds like I was just chilling. I was in pain. But my plan was to have a water birth, and the birthing center is really neat. If you've never been, it's pretty much just like a house that has different rooms set up, you know, with a bed, usually a bathroom attached. Mine had a pool in it, it's like a blow-up pool. And so my plan was to have the baby in the pool. So that was set up. There wasn't water in it, but my midwife told me, as soon as your contractions are just unbearably painful, we'll fill the pool up for you. And the pool was kind of like my epidural, my drug. And so I waited a couple hours. I was just trying to be comfortable, you know. I sat on the toilet, I laid on the bed, I sat on the exercise ball, Becca set up essential oils for me, I had coconut water, and everything was just good. Maybe around 9 or 10 is when I was like, okay, I'm in so much pain and I'm exhausted, I want to get in the pool. So I got into the pool and it felt amazing. So stinking good. It was just what I needed. I mean, I was in so much pain. I thought it couldn't get any worse. I thought. But I was wrong. So I was in the pool maybe an hour and a half. My midwife checked me again, and I mean, by this time it was like maybe 6-7 hours since she last checked me, and I I had only progressed maybe 2 centimeters, and so that was a little bit discouraging because so much time had gone by and I hadn't progressed that much. So she suggested I get out, walk around, try to get things moving, speed up the labor. The pool was kind of making me a little too relaxed that it might have kind of slowed things down. Got out, I walked around, went outside, during the contractions I did squats and that hurt like heck, but I tried to just keep moving even though I really didn't want to. My midwife checked me probably around 5, I'm guessing, and I was 8 centimeters. I think I was 8 centimeters. So, I mean, I'm just so bummed at this point. I was aggravated because I was in so much stinking pain, like so much pain and so tired. I wanted to sleep so bad. Caleb was amazing through the whole thing. He just was there by my side. He never left my side. He would get into the pool with me. He'd go into the bathroom with me. He was just always there, held my hand, reminded me to breathe because I would forget to breathe during the contractions, and he was so perfect and just what I needed. My midwife, after she checked me, she said, well, I don't usually break the water because she likes things to happen naturally, but breaking the water can speed up the process. And so she gave me that option and she said, think about it. You know, if you need some more time to just think, if you want to just keep laboring, it's your choice. So I had about an hour. Probably everyone left the room, so we closed the doors. It was just Caleb and I were in the pool, and I was just thinking about if I wanted her to break my water. I was experiencing my contractions every 3 minutes, I think it was. And when they came, they were painful, so painful. Once an hour passed, I'm like, all right, yeah, break my water. Do I have to get this baby out? Because I'm tired of the pain. So she broke my water and I was just gushing. Like, it felt like so much water came out. And I think I had a lot of amniotic fluid because my stomach was huge. And once she broke my water and everything came out, it wasn't like, and I was empty, but over the course of 10 minutes, you know, stuff was coming out. And my stomach shrunk so much. After she broke my water, the pain was here and then probably went to here. I mean, the pain just escalated so much. I want to be real with you guys. I don't want to act like, oh yeah, it was painful, whatever. No, it was stinking the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. It's indescribable, and in the moment I remember thinking, I'm dying. It felt like I actually wanted to die because I didn't want to feel the pain. Not to make anyone, I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer, but I just want to be real, and like that's how I actually felt. I'm telling you my experience. So finally, around 9 o'clock, no, it's 9:30 p.m. comes, and I was laying on the bed on my side, and all of a sudden I just felt like I gotta get up. Like I just had this like burst of, I was sweating and I wanted to get in the shower and have cold water, and I was like, I gotta get up. I want to go in the shower. And as soon as I got into the shower, I was like, I'm pretty sure I need to push. And I said that, I was like, I think I need to push. And my midwife was like, do what your body's telling you to do. If you gotta push, go ahead and push. So I got down on my hands and knees. I started to push. I was just, my body felt like I needed to push. So I started pushing. And it was just like an awkward position. And my midwife was like, I can't really see anything because I was in the tub and it was just like weird position. And so I pushed for a little bit, but then I got out of the tub and I was trying to find a comfortable position to push in, and it was just so painful. Once I started pushing, I had lower back pain like nobody's business. It hurt so bad. And so laying back was, no, couldn't do that. The best thing for me was being kind of hunched over, like on my hands and knees. Finally found a position that was good for me, and I started pushing, and I pushed with all my might. I wanted that baby out of there. My midwife had to tell me a few times, okay, you need to slow down, because I was just like, oh, and I just wanted to, but to take it easy, and that prevents tearing from happening when you do that. So she was so awesome coaching me through pushing. I pushed for like 40 minutes maybe. I think 10:16 p.m. is when my baby came out. And I didn't say this before, but I actually didn't know the gender. We didn't find out the gender of our baby. We wanted it to be surprised when I had the baby. And so, I mean, when the baby came out, first of all, the pain just went away. And the most overwhelming feeling, like I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. I can't even describe how it feels. It's the most amazing feeling. It's relief. It's also love. I mean, love that you never thought was possible. And so my midwife picked the baby up, and I was just like dead, right? I had like no strength. And so she didn't put the baby right into my arms. She kind of waited for me to catch my strength a little bit for a couple seconds. And so she was holding the baby, and I'm just staring at the baby, and I'm like, what in the world? That baby's mine. And so then she put the baby in my arms, and it was just like, oh my word, here it is, 9 months, 27 hours of labor, and here we are finally meeting. And so it was just unbelievable feeling. It's so worth it. Probably 10 minutes passed, and we looked to see the gender. I mean, I was so tired. I was like, I don't care what it is. And I thought it was a boy by looking at the baby's face, because it looked like Caleb. So I thought, it's got to be a boy. No, it was a girl, which I was so happy about. I'd be happy either way. I'm so thankful for how everything went. Everything was smooth, and my daughter is so healthy, and she's 7 months old now, like I said. And I just love being a mom. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it wasn't boring and dragged, which it probably was, but whatever. If no one watches this, I don't even care. It's for me, and it's for Caleb and for Cherith, for her to see when she's older. But I am hoping to be making more videos in the future, more of these type of videos, sit down, I don't know, sit down series, we'll call it. We've done a lot of vlogs, but not really any of these type of videos. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching.